in automobile industry. Okay, so I have been shifting from different industry to different industry. I can easily change my profession and other work, because from young, I always love to become a marketer, sales. I always love to be sales. So that's why for me, you give me anything to sell, okay? As long as I believe in the product, I can sell it, okay? And so far, I have experienced 4 recessions, including this one, 2001, 2022, 2020, you consider as a recession. This is my 4th time, okay? So it's a lot of up and downs in my life journey, right? Later, I will share part by part so that you all can connect it all together. And over here today, as what you say, we're talking about moving forward, right? So my experience, I would like to just share with you all. Hopefully that you all can learn something and then can adopt it into your business or bring something back as a personal experience that you all can learn from there. Yeah.
Just in your mute.
Okay, yeah, great. Okay, so Value Investing College, what is it? What value does it provide to your audience?
Value Investing College, its name is called Value Investing, right? So college is a place for you to study, but we are totally on the financial part only. We are not like university. University, they teach you everything about how to study hard, get a good job, and then work for people for life. They never teach you how to make money. So over here, my intention is to teach people. Do you know that in value investing, you don't take a lot of your time away from investment, but you can invest slowly and then let it compound, and you can continue your study. The moment you come out, 4 years later from your school, you will have few thousands to the 10 to 20,000 of money, and then it continue compounding. Our intention is compound to 20 and 25% every year. A lot of people say cannot do it, but I've been doing for 10 years. I'm able to average out my investment now because of this market crash. I still average out 18% over the past 10 years. Why? Because if you have good company, right, they will continue growing and expanding. What is value investing? It's very simple. 2 things. Value of the business and the share price is 2 different things. A lot of people you can see every day in stock market, you can see the share price. But if I ask you, do you know what is the value of the business? No one can tell me. But if I can teach you a way how to calculate the business value, then you can compare the share price. Is it overvalued or undervalued? You see? Then nobody can cheat you already. Nobody, anyone tell you a good tips, hot tips. Hey, Gary, this company is good. Say thank you. Got it back. Do your calculations. If undervalued, you buy. If overvalued, just throw away. Because there are so many, I will call that, tips moving on around. Okay, there is some of the other better business model, especially those like bank reminder, right? Reminder is their job to do buy, sell, so that they can make their commissions from there. So they will always do a buy call, sell call every 2 to 3 months. Same company. They want you to trade every day.
Right.
And who made the money? Reminder made the money. But for us, we want to buy for long term, buy and keep and grow together with that company over a long term period. 2 years, 3 years, even 5 years. Continue, as long as it's growing, I will become his partner. So the most best example is why I said I can average 18%, because Harta Lega give me a very, very, very good returns. Over 6 years, right? My return is almost 1,000 from Harta Lega alone. So with other people, because you cannot make all profit one, but you must have the basket of 7 to 10 stocks. Okay, so some stock will lose money, some will break even, and then a few made a little bit profit, but 1 or 2 will give you exponential profit one. So you average it out, you will get around 20 to 25 return per annum. Okay, so these are all the things how we are teaching people what is called value investing. Okay. Another analogy is you buy a house, right? Let's say you don't know the area quite well. Example, maybe in Malaysia, if you want to buy a property either in Australia or in London, okay? Then people tell you, hey, the price over there is 1 million. That bungalow is worth 1 million. Do you know it's undervalued or overvalued? You only know the price. Just like stock market, you see the share price is called 100,000, right? So now this one property bungalow is 1 million. How do we know it's undervalued? Until a valuer come up with a valuable report. Am I right? If the valuer tell you the valuation is 1.5 million, then you know it's undervalued. If the valuer put out the price say 750,000, then you know it's overvalued.
Okay, understand.
Right?
So basically, it's you teach people techniques, right? How to identify all these undervalued stocks so that they can make a long-term investment, right?
Yes.
Now, I mean, when we talk about all these undervalued stocks and all this, right? I guess the same thing, a lot of companies are going through challenges during this very, very hard times right now. Did your business go through a similar challenge? Because previously, you maybe the audience don't know, but you were largely focused on the physical side of training, right? So you're constrained by where you need to go. But right now, because of the digital adoption,
Yes.
people subscribe to training. Like people come into this Roundtable Digital, they're more comfortable with that already. Were there any challenges transitioning during this so-called tough times for 8VIC itself?
Okay, for us, yeah, earlier part, we was being in a physical preview seminar. Okay, and it's really quite difficult because we always constrained by the venue, locations, or even transport, and then location. You can't go too far. Okay, and then let's say I want to market on my program in Malaysia, in KL, I can only, KL people will come for my preview. Okay, this is my physical preview. If I want to do it in JB, Malacca, I need to drive all my team members down to JB, host in the hotels, and then run the programs, and then drive back again. So these are all the so-called hardship along the way. Okay, and we have the plan to convert into online, but our planning was end of this year. But because of this COVID-19, right? So I mean we have a little bit of planning in front already. You know, because we plan to go moving forward. So we are testing out on the like a webinar jam, Zoom or StreamYard, this and that. So virtually like we immediately jump into it. So online virtually like open up our eyes. Right. It's one of the best way for you to how to expand your business. In other words, we don't like continue procrastinate, waiting. No, we just say that, okay, we need to test out something, right? As a business owner, anything as a challenge, you don't put it as a challenge. Things happen that beyond your control, nothing you can do. But what is your reaction is make the second decision. What is your reaction? This is much more important. So our reaction is, okay, things have happened. What can we do moving forward? So we have, the moment the government announced a lockdown a few days later, we have 3 days of brainstorming inside the office. Right. These are the things that we plan to do before we go back to our own house, right? After that, we lock down, we cannot see one another. How are we going to communicate? How are we going to operate as a team? So these are all the things, and then we test system, this and that, and then we go back to home, and then we launch it. Right. So it's very important. It's so the system.
Before that, you were some sort of on an online mode, as in you were advertising online, but the conducting of the class is still offline, right? That was before the MCO.
Correct.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Was there any a part where it was very, very challenging or difficult to move to online?
It's our so-called our speaker law.
Okay.
you know what I mean? You see, right? Because sometimes people speaker, they get used to been doing, see people, you know, you talk people, and then based on the people's reaction, then you bring out the energy. But now you are speaking to a computer at your own house, at your own room. Right. So this is the biggest challenge for the first 1 week of our speakers, I would say. Right? But after you get used to it, then it becomes much more easier. Like now, you know, we do Zoom call instead of our physical meeting in your office.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. So you basically, your speakers and yourself, you have to adapt to the new channel, to the new medium, how to like you say, get them aroused on the energy and all this.
Yes. Yes. Just like, okay, if you feel that my joke is funny, you can put the aha, or you can just you know, clap your hand or this and that. You know, whatever emoticon over there, you know, you use it to the maximize.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are only one of your parts that we can do.
Okay. So in terms of, okay, let's talk about how you brought offline to online. Just like you said, you had that 3 days meeting to like strategize. But what other changes did you all make? Because I'm sure it's not as easy as saying, let's just do an online seminar. It's not like that. What other mindset changes that you need to look at, or how you deliver?
Okay, maybe my company a little bit different. Okay, I don't know whether you all can adopt this way of doing. Okay, first, our company, we always had these two words come out together: authority with responsibility. You cannot give people one word only. The person will never able to do. If you give the person responsibility, he will always come back to ask you for authority to approve his project, to approve his idea. But if I give you both, then it's your responsibility to make sure that whatever you do, it works. Okay? So when we have this planning, as I was saying, right, only 3 days. So after the first day of brainstorming, everyone got their department to take care. They have to go back and then to think through the full process. Not only, you know, idea, you must through process, your system, let's say example, payment system, you don't know, or we just collect payment. No, how? Tell me the full process.
Exactly.
It means you complete the whole task. Because you are the responsible for that. Because I give you authority to do that. So our team, I'm lucky that I'm a team member, right? Every one of them, they have their own responsibility and they do it very well.
Right,
okay? Speaker got his content to provide. This will be my content. Sales say, the marketing, sales say, okay, this was the thing that we're going to do. Okay? Collection say, okay, this is the process that we're going to do. Because that time is, you cannot have the installment plan or this and that. So immediately we activate, like talk to all the other payment gateway. Even we put our program into Shopee.
Wow.
You see, because Shopee allowed to have what you call that, installment plan. Right. Even though our program is 2,000, but we allowed the Shopee to have installment. Some people, they want installment, 6 months or 12 months, you know, for them to go through the process. You see, and then the post program, they will come up, what will we settle the program so that our participants will feel the teaching and the learning be experiential to them. You see the point? So everyone, then we come back, the day two, we come back, and then we stimulate it, we play around, we play through. Is it really something that we want? And then we perfect it.
So basically, you accomplish this all within 3 days of planning.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
If your member have this type of ownership of the program, ownership of what they're doing.
Okay.
You see? So team member is one of the most, I will call that is our asset. That's why in our company, right, we don't have the human so-called human asset. People always call that what you all call it. We call it human capital. We don't call human resources. They are our capital. We call it human capital. So because they are our capital, whatever they use, capital will continue growing. If resources, right, you continue using it, it's depleting.
I think you're taking this model a step further, because last time Justin and I usually always say that in the marketing, especially digital marketing, we have this marketing funnel. But basically, you take that funnel and then you plan out to the end with the customer experience as well.
Yes, correct. Because that is one of the most
when you mentioned when you even consider payment gateway too. That's the entire experience of the customer. Because it's a lot of times, I think other training providers would just say, okay, you know, you pay me through the bank transfer usual method, and then I just do my thing online on Zoom. which does not take into account digital buying behavior, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And second point, right? We also even do some of them with the address, this and that, of another different type of level. We are giving them with courier over all the material to them, to their house.
Okay.
You see?
Wow. Okay.
So even the online training, right? But instead I ask you to print it out.
Right.
It's not standard, you know what I mean? No? I don't know your house got printer or this and that, you know? Why not I print everything, I compile, I courier service to your house?
Right. Okay. Okay.
You see?
So basically they don't even have to print out and they have something to refer and exercise
Yes.
and whatnot. Yeah.
Yes. It means you got material all ready for you, you know?
Okay.
Day 1, material. Day 2, then we compile day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5.
Right. Right. It's very well
so,
thought out.
Yes. So that's why the experience, people feel that, hey, you know, I think it's the first time people do online product, right? Online sales, online training, right? You got material sent over to you.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't expect that.
Huh?
if I sign up for digital training, I would expect everything digital. But it's actually a good surprise. You know, if you send me some physical items, I'm more of a physical guy, you know, still, although I still love digital.
Okay, yeah. So these are all our changes. That's why I say we maybe I don't know about others. I mean our participants over here. But for us, right, we immediately adopt. Things happen already. It's not beyond our control. But what can we react to that? Whereby I feel that is more important now. Yeah? Those who are learning over here.
I really like the part when you mentioned about the responsibility with authority. A lot of times, in my own experience, I'm not sure about Justin. Justin can give his 2 cents here, but in a lot of companies, whether it's friends, peers, or whatnot, when I see them delegate their digital task, digital marketing or digital business model to the younger people, right? It doesn't come with the authority. They have the responsibility, but they don't have the authority. So they have all these great ideas. They know the metrics and everything, but they cannot make a decision. They still have to go back to the boss or their supervisor to make the final call. But the supervisor and the final call is not perhaps maybe in a manufacturing environment, they're not digital native, right? So so then they will just shut down the ideas.
Yeah.
Justin, do you face that in your clients?
Definitely.
I mean, okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you see, for us, the most important thing is, right, I always tell them, it's okay to fail, but what do you learn?
Right. Yeah.
If you fail the second time, it means you're no longer a good team member, am I right? But you learn it first time, you feel I'm okay, like marketing, right? They test out different idea, different concept. It doesn't work, I'm okay. But a learning process over there. The guy becomes another more experienced marketer. Am I right?
Yes.
So these are all the learning. Because if you don't allow them to learn and fail and practice, right, they will not able to have the confidence in themselves. So every time they become a followers, like our teacher teaching in our school, just follow me what I tell you, become copy. You don't think. So over here, we want them to think. That's why I say you want them to complete the whole structure, the process. This is much more important. Yeah.
I think I really agree with you. Especially, I've been to your office once, right? You walk me through like door after door. We got secret room everywhere, man. I mean, the whole floor is young people.
Yes.
Right? And I think I can really vouch for you when you say responsibility, authority, how you communicate with your team, how you just brought one person out to coffee with me, and then you just said, I mean, you really put that kind of empowerment to your team, right? Which I think is a very important mindset in terms of in today's age, especially when young people have thinking of their own and how they want to run digital.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
Okay, let's zoom a bit into that. When you talk about responsibility with authority or making mistakes, just as I say, making mistakes, how much allowance do you give to them? Or how much impact do you allow them to make?
Okay. most probably in every event, right, we will have one or two angle whereby the new people are taking over one. But it will not affect the whole operations.
Right.
Maybe it will affect like 5 to 10%. But we immediately, I know we have backup. What we will do, because the moment you feel, right, we know that the backup immediately coming out one. Maybe example like printing of catalogs, right? So for me, I always have all the people in hand, but then I just want that him or her to run through the whole process. He tell me instead I tell him. So what is the process? How did that? When is our event? When is the we need it? Okay, you tell me, then you tell me, okay, the whole Gantt chart schedule. When is the goods arrive in our office? Then they think themselves. I just know, okay, our event is tomorrow, right? So when is or 1 week later? Our event is 1 week from now. So when is the needs to read in our office? So I just let them think. So they go and think, they go and get call to the supplier, they talk to them, they negotiate with them, they negotiate the price. Even the price wrong, right? One time only. So I tell them, do you negotiate or not? You know, after they do it, then come back, then I go through with them, analyze with them. If we can ask for better pricing, this and that, will that help the company or not?
Right. I have a question which is unrelated to that, but basically, it sounds like, you know, this move to digital has been good for you. How big of a change is it? Do you see more sales and more sign up compared to the past, or is it less? Yeah, if you can share some numbers, then.
Wow. Okay, but I will say that, right, online, right, is really open up our eyes. I can tell you.
Okay.
Our number go more than 200%.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
our
excellent.
number go more than 200%. So
Right.
That's why it give me now. Okay. Now moving forward, I'm not only looking at Malaysia anymore.
Yes,
now I know
excellent.
that during online, I can go international, no boundary anymore.
Yep,
so
that's
now
good.
I'm looking into a country like I haven't been in. Okay, like maybe into like a Japan or Europe or even US.
Okay.
See, so things happening, right? But how you maximize it and then use it as a springboard for you to go to next step. Always think positive. Human being will continue to be here. No, we always evolve one.
Well, was there a need for you to reduce the price when you go online?
Pardon?
Was there a need for you to reduce the price?
Yes. Yes, because the learning experience is different. One thing, our cost is reducing, so we also want to pass back to our customer. Because our cost is cheaper, and our training also is reduce our building our cost material instead of 3-day full cost. Now we only go into 3 hours for 5 days, which is 15 hours. It means half of the training times. So normal our cost fee in Malaysia is like 7,000. So we only charge them 2,000.
Right.
You see? So at least give them a chance to learn, and then they can apply when during this type of market. Invest in something that they know that they will not fail. If you buy during this time, a lot of company will collapse one. If you buy the wrong company.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a very different operating environment. What
yes,
in the past,
you don't know which industry will collapse, especially this oil and gas company in the quite tough because they have quite high gearing.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So if you buy the wrong one, you don't know how to calculate their value. Then you go and buy them, it's cheap because their price have been dropping from $2 now at 50 cents.
Yeah.
And you think that it's cheap.
So I spoke to you before this event just now, right? You said that you are even more aggressively doubling down and increasing your marketing dollars online, correct?
Yes.
But
yes.
Before we talk about that, let's move back then when you first started online marketing. What made you, how did you start? What made you believe in it so much? Because before MCO, you already spent quite a bit, right? But
yeah.
Actually, how you start?
No, even last time because our marketing still Facebook ads. All this one Facebook ads. The only thing is because of the online that we can go into wider space. I double out my Facebook ads. Okay. Okay. So your numbers are not put there, right? I will tell you I need to times 20 to 30 times. Your highest one 5,000, right? I do to another 20 to 30 times. This is the amount of money I pay. I pay around 150 to 250,000 1 month. Malaysia only excluding Singapore, excluding my Taiwan, excluding my China.
Yeah.
See, so Facebook is a good stock to buy. You just imagine only our company, we spend almost 500,000, 1 month, to pay him for our company only. How many companies outside there using Facebook ads?
Yes.
Right?
It's just like Google ads in the early days.
Yeah. if you have buy Google ads 10 years ago, hey, your 1,000 today is worth more than 2-3 million. you know what I mean? Facebook $25 today is $300. 15 years.
But we rewind back to last time when you first started.
Yeah.
What made you start investing in Facebook, and what made you convinced to say, okay, let me put more? What was that transition like?
Bro, very simple. It's businessman, it's all dollar and cents. That time when I started in Malaysia, we do newsprint, newspaper. Starting with newspaper, and then after we start to print, the print flyers.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all very tough until when we tasted using online. You see a Facebook, if you use newspaper, right? You can only advertise either the ads come out 1 day or 2 days.
Yeah, correct.
And then it's not cheap. I think that time, not mistaken, every 1 day is around Malaysia ringgit around 3,000. Okay, around A5 size is around 2,000 to 3,000. So 2 ads is 5,000. 2 days only. But if I use Facebook, I can use 500. I can use for 10 days, and I can also target it to the area that I want.
Yeah,
only
correct.
Malaysia, only KL area or only JB area.
Yes.
So it gives us a chance, right? Continue to explore into online, and then the ROI is justified. In other words, for us, what is the return? If every dollar I put it in, it can give me back $3 or $5. I will continue to put in more.
Right.
See, come to business is all about ROI.
If we're talking about this, right? Obviously, you have those other competitors or peers in the industry, right? Which probably are a bit slower or failed to transition fast enough. What do you think are their challenges that they couldn't adopt this change, or what kind of advice do you have people for in the trading industry?
Okay, there are a few in Malaysia doing almost same like us, talking about investment in stock market. Okay, I don't mention the names. What their challenge is, their back end is not ready. They are doing Facebook marketing also. Because we saw the ads when we are before the MCO happening. They are running the ads also. They also do like physical preview like us. But the moment the MCO, within 1 week, right? I can advertise, I can do online. I saw some of them, they take 1 month for them to come out to do the first preview. That time I already 1 month ahead, you know what I mean? I already run 3 programs. See?
Okay. Yeah. Right.
So that's what I see. Because their system is not ready. That's why I say they don't do the brainstorming like us for the 3 days continuous. Or maybe they don't have team member. So I'm not sure.
Okay. So last time when I went to your office, I remember you had a whole media team.
Yes.
Production. So what I understand, because we have seen a lot of training companies, right? People use Facebook ads for lead generation, get people to preview, and then from the preview, they will try to sign people up for the seminar. But on your end, I see that you're doing even more than just lead generation. You're looking into media, you're looking into building a following, a huge audience. What are your strategies that you put in place? You even put like what, Malay market, in Chinese market, English market?
Right. Yes. Okay. My intention is very simple. My idea is I have come up with one of the best product, right? I want the whole Malaysia can experience it. So I start with English, then I go into the Chinese, and then with the same product, I localize into a Malay language. So everyone can experience my same program. See? So like in a Malay market, right? So when I discuss with Busan Malaysia, hey, this is something that we need it. I said, okay, let us work together with you. So we do a roadshow together with Busan Malaysia. You see? Okay. Whereby for the Chinese one, then we work together with like Xinjiu, this and that, Nanyang, Xiampao. We work with them because some of their rich we cannot go. So we work with them. And then we have our own YouTube channel called Money Home. 全家私房钱. See,
Okay.
so these are our only to educate people about investment, about money. It's not to
Right.
sell them, to
It's like
education. That one is
brand
our
awareness and
free,
education.
bring awareness,
Okay.
education. We tell them you want to get married, right? How
Right.
much you need. When you
Right.
have one children, what is the minimum expenses? What is EPF to you? You know? So we let them housing versus investment. Which one you should take first, this and that. Yeah. It's an education to the public. It's for our branding purpose. It helps us a lot. So when we start to market our Chinese program, people know, oh, you're the one who do money mail. Yeah, I see all your ads.
Yep, correct.
See? So now we come the English version called Let's Invest.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, Let's Invest is also another word whereby we just doing education, pure education to teach people, let's invest, what are the pitfall, what are the angle, what is the money management you need to go through before you can invest. Yeah.
Right. I think this one is especially striking to me because it seems that a lot of times that in fact we've seen it recurring, like a recurring theme with a lot of our speakers, including in my own experience running the Jobbie business, right, is that we tend to have a pillar or a team or a unit that is non-revenue generating. Like you said, yours is just education and telling people on brand awareness, right? I see that similarity a lot with people who have a very digital business model that they don't expect to make any money out of this endeavor, but they know it's a core element to whether it's generating brand value, awareness, trust, as was shared by the Big Bath founder last week, right?
Okay.
And in your case, it's basically education. In the same place, like it's creating that trust between the not only customer but potential customer and your company, right?
Right. Actually, branding, right? We can't count our ROI. Do you know that when we do the Chinese episode, right? The one, the Money Home, we work together with Astro.
Okay.
And there is not cheap. They cost us $500,000, 500,000.
Wow.
For 13 episode. Every episode is 25 minutes.
Right.
500,000.
So you co-produce it with Astro together?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, my question would be, I mean, you have been investing in lead generation and all this. I mean, a lot of training companies have done that. It's already a positive ROI. Why do you bother spending that much on brand awareness? Your media team is not small. Why do you bother?
Okay, the point is, we want people continue, more people know about investment, because I come from my space. When I told you during the market crash, right, 2008, right, I lost more than $500,000. I don't want the same things happen to the people out there. But I'm lucky that I can make it back today, you know, over the past 10 years. I made back whatever, I made more than whatever I lost, you see. But there are so many people still outside there. They don't have this opportunity. So why I do, so that more people can know about value investing. Because 80% of people is outside there is a traders. I don't remember traders. You know what I mean? They buy, sell.
So it's the smart man's casino.
yeah, it's me. It's me 20 years ago. You know, I do in stock market exactly the same. Leverage, buy, listen to what people say. People say good tips, I buy. Drop, he may buy some more. I just listen and buy. So when the market crash, I lost all my money, 600,000. You see? So I don't want these things to happen to the people in the street, especially maybe the children educations. You know what I mean? We don't want them to lose this money. It's a hard pain to me. So I don't want them to experience the same thing. That's why we are intention to do this. That's why the Money Home, right, is for the public people. We don't do any selling in the Money Home. Those pure education, ask people to join in there. You look, you know, you just see how much your money you need to retire. Okay. So these are all the buy in your medical insurance, you know, before you invest.
Right.
To educate them. It's very hard pain when you lose money.
Certainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
easy to lose 5,000-10,000 in stock market if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go into Q&A shortly. So do you ask your questions in the chat box? We'll get to them. Okay, my question to you would be, let's talk about, let's zoom out a bit, not just on the training business, but on the education businesses.
Okay.
Right, we are talking about like college and universities, even like corporate trainers and all this education. I would say put in the same line or motivation as your kind of clients. What would your advice be to them in terms of investing in the digital marketing? Because there are so many, I've seen so many education margins are, I would say, fairly good, right? But people are still holding back. How should they think about digital marketing? Why did you invest in digital marketing? And yeah, how can they make their jump? What should they do?
Okay, my point is a lot of people it's not that they don't believe in digital marketing. It's their company not ready for digital marketing. Or either it's their product challenge or their mindset challenge. They always think that my things cannot go online. Or my thing cannot sell online. It's always people problem, no longer any issue about the digital marketing. Digital marketing has been there for the past 10, 20 years, right? It's working, right? That's why you got so many Shopee, everything coming out. But why people still got hesitate to go into digital marketing? Why? It's the people mindset. They think their product is not ready, or their company is not planned out how to do online. That's what I see. It's not a digital, it's a product problem. What do you think? It's a product problem, or it's the owner mindset problem? Over here, I can share to you, maybe there's two types of people thinking, okay? What I call one is a fixed mindset, okay? Another one I call is a growth mindset. These two people, actually, if they're combined together, is the best partner. For me, I always a growth mindset because I can change from industry to industry. I open to idea, I open to the idea, I open to test out the new things, you see? But the fixed mindset, right, is to be the person who do all the, I will say like finance, engineering, this and that. You will not simply change one like engineering, right? You don't simply change your technical, this and that. See? Right. So there's two types of people. So who lead the company is very important. If fixed mindset, he don't want to take a lot of risks. So he want to just move safe, consistent. But if your growth mindset, you will love to, go out to test out the
and try.
Experiment, this and that. Yeah. But at the back, behind, right, you might go one fixed mindset, want to control you. You know what I mean? So it's the best combination. I don't know how about both of you, bro.
I think like you said, mine is I think I would classify myself as a growth mindset by your definition, because I've actually switched from IT to sales to now I'm in food, right? F&B, right? But of course, there's a common theme, all of it is backed by some strength that you have, right? In my case, it's digital knowledge, that's my strength.
Yes.
But for yours, maybe I don't know, maybe your finance skill sets.
Mine is all this one I studied is a mass comm, communication marketing.
Oh wow, yeah. That's very big difference.
Yeah, I always in marketing. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Mass comm to investing and training. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But I still do sales, ma.
Yeah, I guess the communications part still play a vital role in the education business.
Yes, very important. Education is one of the most important thing. We need to educate ourselves every time, if not, you'll be left behind. Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. Justin, I'll pass it back to you. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into questions. A bit quiet today, our crowd. So yes. Let's start with our first question. Just now we had a question asking pertaining to your moving your courses online. What if people cannot commit online? What if your clients couldn't commit online?
We have. Okay, a lot of people say timing is still an issue. So my question is to them, who wealth you are building? Okay, you've been locked down in the office, in the home, right? And during this period, and you still can't commit your time for 3 hours per day for your own education. So I'm asking you, who wealth are you building? Your own wealth or your boss wealth? So at the end, it had to come to a time whereby the person, something happened, and then you realize you need to build your own education. You need to build your own safety net. The company is here for you, but it's not forever. When you need the time to retire, you need to retire. Will they take care of you? Maybe yes, maybe not. But if you got a chance for you to build your own retirement funds, why not take it? Anyway, you as a working staff, whatever things, you have your leave, right? You have 10, 15, 20 days leave, right? You can even take that. And second point of ours, right? Every month, we have 1 classes now. And we let them have repeats to come back to review online, you know, for you know, after you join, you got 3 months, you can review online. You missed the today class, tonight you can go back to review. We'll post it into our group, then you can see it again. So it made no sense, right, for you not really to go in.
Does your offering actually have some sort of money back guarantee? Like I see a lot of these online gurus that they do.
No, we don't give money back guarantee.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, we don't give money back guarantee because we trust our product, right? It's value.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sure.
Since you observe a lot of company trends and all this, right?
Yeah.
So we have a lot of different type of industries represented here, right? We always now the hot word is digitalization. Everything we talk about must have the word digital, but it's easy to say, right? It's not easy to do. You have done it.
Yes.
But okay, let's not talk about your business. Let's zoom out, right, to talk about other businesses. What can other businesses do? Just now you said something about people cannot adopt because they don't have the mindset yet. Then what is the correct mindset to adopt? Like, I mean, there are certain companies, like I've seen, like construction, building materials, or things like, or certain like health and wellness retail centers, like requires a lot of contact. Like they just cannot think of anything to pivot anymore. How?
Okay. You know, right? The world has moving into 5G, 6G, moving into digitalization already. It's going there. Correct? Can I say this word is correct?
Yeah.
We are moving into there already.
Definitely,
But
yes.
if you are not willing to follow, or at least follow the same pace with them, you will be left behind. But there are some physical things like construction, this and that. There still is a physical one. These are some of the things, right? They cannot change, but they can change the method of construction. Now it's all called IBS precast. Okay, China can build out a one building within less than 10 days. How they do? It's all precast. You see, this is another word that it called mass production. You do construction, right? It mass construction now, IBS. Okay, so let's say you say retail mall. Retail mall, they need to evolve into a lifestyle mall. No longer bread and butter, you know, like selling retail shirt, this and that. No longer. Everyone buy online. So, but human beings still need to have social so-called gathering, this and that. So you need to do, what are the new things people looking at? What are the new things, let's say people going into 5G? What are the other connecting industry to these all things? These are all the things moving forward. Maybe electronics, you know, maybe all the so-called like gadget, like so-called, you know, sensory. See, because driverless car coming out. So in order for it to happen, right, what are the things to install into the car? All the sensor around the car, this and that, so that it can move to drive around, right? So electronics company. So these are all the things that they are moving into different direction. But if you're still doing the bread and butter, yeah, you can do it in your own space. You will not able to move into different industry unless you evolve. Unless you really a leapfrog. Let's say you're from conventional bread and butter, then you virtually need to revamp everything, no? But is it worthwhile? Then you ask yourself, no? It's not cheap. It's not cheap. I tell you, it's not cheap. Okay. We have spent a few millions to get these all things done. That's why I say we are lucky that we have this planning that we want to do it 1 year earlier. We know that the world have moved into digitalization. That's why we evolved earlier. Yeah.
So we have a question talking about mindset shift towards digital. I'm from a quite big pharmaceutical company, but the existence on digital is low. So big, yeah, I get this. I did get this question a lot also. Huge companies, they're so successful all the while. Why do they need to go to digital? Or is it even a good move?
Just you all go and take a look, okay? Last time in US, right? General Motors is #1, right?
Yes.
One of the biggest company in the world, and they are not willing to evolve. Where are they today?
No,
where is Nokia today? They don't want to evolve. They do nothing wrong. My phone is still the best. BlackBerry say my one is the best messenger in the world. What happened when WhatsApp come out? They do nothing wrong. Same with this, your company, Ming, right? Okay, your company don't want to change because maybe they still do very well.
Yeah.
They don't want to change, but they will be overtaken by someone whereby people can get the better service. Okay, have the better experience. Your market will be eaten into by someone. Maybe after 6 years, 10 years, your company will be no longer assistance. Yeah.
I think I'll put my own feedback here. So for Min, I think that it's not a question of whether you need to shift to digital or not. It's you have to.
Yeah, you have to already.
If you don't, like Gary mentioned, maybe a few more years you can still sustain, but it's only a matter of time where the competition will just come in and then say, okay, I don't have your traditional workforce, so I have all these cost savings. I can pass on to the consumer, and then now I'm in a better position. I have a equivalent product. They don't need to be a better product to you, equivalent product, but I don't have a high cost structure like you. So like what Gary shared earlier, even if you go online, his sales exploded. He still needed to put down the cost so that it's more accessible to everyone else. If he didn't do that, he maintained that current pricing, I'm sure your competitors will come in, lower the pricing, and then eat your market share online as well, right?
Yes. You still need to have a very good strategy, okay? So that is compatible to the market, what they want. Because second point now in this world is no longer what I have, is what they want. Then you need to tailor-make your product, right, to suit to them.
Yes.
This is another very important shift point. Because last time manufacturer, right, I produce a pen. This is the thing I do. You take it or you leave it. Now it's different. What market want the pen? Maybe the color, maybe got 2 color, this and that. But this is the market demand. Then you need to tailor-make to suit them. Then there is a market for you. If you do only what you do, you take it or leave it, you will be left behind again. You see the point? Yeah. Just like now, why so many companies in the world, they have moved their business model. We call it SaaS model. I don't know, you know what is SaaS model or not. SaaS model, it means like Netflix, on demand.
Yeah.
Like last time,
software as a service.
Why Astro lose out? Astro is, this is my timing. You see it, this is the time. You miss it, you go back next week. You know what I mean? Right? But now Netflix different. On demand. Yes. You just pay, you see it now. So people prefer this one. If I don't see, I don't pay. So this is the service to the market now. You see, this no longer like what I need to follow the Astro time frame. Now I follow my time frame I want. So Netflix say no problem. Okay, you can choose individual, but you pay for that. Our computer, Microsoft. Okay, last time the software include into the computer, right?
Yeah.
And then even though last time the software is a CD, right?
Yeah.
Now nothing, just a one paper link. You key in something, and you renew every year.
Yes.
Subscription model is the next moving forward industry. Okay. Subscription model. So you all should look into this industry. Subscription model, all the 5G, 6G, And then another one is a so-called will be a technology. No? These are the few good industry moving forward. No longer a bread and butter company. Ford, Exxon, this and that, all will be paced out by itself.
Okay, cool. If you have one last question, if anyone else up for it. If not, we will be wrapping this up. Okay, I'll leave it to you all for one last question. My last question to you is, what are the digital trend? Okay, just now you mentioned like subscription and all this, right?
Yes.
Other than the obvious one, I know Facebook shares and all this. We are big buyers of Facebook. That one obvious. Okay, what are the not obvious digital trends that you are looking at?
Another is entertainment. Disney. You know Disney, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Disney not only the Mickey Mouse, all your
Marvel
superhero, Marvel, this and that all belongs to them. So this is another industry. I said the human need to be the entertainment, this and that. So Disney is also for long term another one of the industry that people will you need to use one. Okay. Besides you talking about all about the electronics or this and that. So Disney also another one. Yeah, that industry will be good going on.
Okay, cool. So if there's no more further questions, we'll wrap it up here. So before you guys leave, I want to add value to you guys. Let me share my screen. Okay, so. So we have this strategy call and free value that we want to give to all our attendees. Completely free. We are even giving you free software to use and all this to kickstart your marketing journey. If you would like to go and check it out, scan the QR code. I can put a link in your browser, bit.ly/DRT value. You can go in and see what we are offering. If it's something for you, you think it's for you if you are already doing Google ads, Facebook ads, but you think it's expensive, or you want to achieve better ROI, or you have a website but you're not generating enough leads, right? This is something for you. You can just check in there, put a QR code, put a link, and then we will get in touch with you to deliver this to you. Okay, you can do this, scan or the link. Second thing is we have our WhatsApp group. We'll be moving away from our WhatsApp group soon because of the nature of how we communicate. I'm thinking of doing a Facebook group instead, right? But for now, let's stick to the WhatsApp group. Once the Facebook group is up, we will invite you all in. It's going to be how we are going to add value. Why we want to do a Facebook group is so that we can interact and comment and add value to each other as well. Again, this is a no spam, no advertisement, no promotion group. It's purely value adding, updating of the next roundtable events, and also where we release our recording of our past roundtable recording, right? So that's the WhatsApp group. You can scan the code, or you can click, type in the link in your browser, bit.ly/AXP, that's the company name, DRT, Digital Roundtable, WhatsApp WA2. So it's AXP DRT WA2. So by scanning, you will be put into the group immediately. So let me just get back to this in case any one of you missed it. Okay, so we will be wrapping up here. So thank you again, Gary, for
thank you.
I appreciate your insight to many different digital trends and how you think about it, right? Okay, so I look forward to keeping in touch with you, and to everyone here. Thank you also for participating today. Do watch out for future updates on our roundtable events and also our other value that we want to add along the way. Okay, so stay tuned. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.